going to start our sequence this month in extended child's pose. So we're going to start out nice and relaxed, bring the knees apart, toes together, and we'll walk the hands forward, bringing the forehead onto the mat. We're lengthening down through the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. We're not crunching at the neck. So we're starting this in a gentle warm-up for the whole body. And then as we walk the hands to the side, we'll become a little more active, waking up the sides of the body. We'll get into the serratus anterior and some of the rotator cuff muscles with that stretch. So we're going to gently walk them to one side while we lift up the head and then place it back down. As we do this, then we really start to ground down through the pinky edge of the hand and notice where you feel that stretch. We're trying to keep the hips square. Sometimes if you're really tight, they'll sort of pull. Try to keep them where they belong. And then we're going to walk to the other side. And notice if you feel any difference in the sides of your body. Walk the hands back to the middle. We're going to transition into tabletop. So bringing the hands down, pressing into the mat, bringing the knees apart to stack hip and knee and shoulder, elbow, wrist. So we're going to come into cat-cow. We're really rounding through the back here. And then we'll arch, really lifting the hips. And each time get just a little bit deeper. We're really warming up the spine. Keep in mind, we're still warming up, so you don't have to go too deep. If you want to add a little more of a dip with the chin, to add a little more fluid movement, that's okay too. We're going to tuck the toes and raise the hips up, coming into downward dog here. So we're just still really warming up. We're getting a little bit deeper stretch in the lats, in that armpit area. Go ahead and walk it out if that feels good, warming up the calves. We're going to come back down into tabletop, and we're going to go a little deeper into cat-cow this time, really rounding the back, really working with the breath. We're going to flip the palms up. We're just stretching the other side of the wrist here, and as you roll out of this, be really careful to do this slowly. But it's a really nice warm-up. It feels really good on the hands and the wrists. If you have arthritis, I would be careful with that. So we're going to stand up, come into mountain. We're going to lift the toes, roll them back down. We're active all the way from the ankles, the toes, all the way up into the groins. Lifting the kneecaps. We're opening the chest here. Really drawing the shoulder blades down the back and together. Opening the palms, keeping the chest open. Reaching up. We're going to forward bend at the hip into ragdoll here. So we're just still passively opening the sides of the body. Opening the rhomboids, opening up the lats, and go back and forth if that feels good. We're going to step the feet wide here and work our way back up into a half forward fold. So we're lifting through the arches of the feet, we're engaging in the core, we're lengthened down through the tailbone, and we're going to come halfway up, place the hands on the thighs, and just really breathe into this. We're really just still warming up. Keep the back nice and flat, really lifting through the arches of the feet, sealing off through the outside edge, and come up.